What's up, Gamecocks? I'm Jolles.
And I'm Tom Santaniello, filling in for Hannah Perala this week. Welcome to Carolina, keeping you up to date on things happening on campus and in Columbia.
So we're back on Carolina calendar. Carolina calendar, Tom. Tom is new. Hannah is on vacation right now, so she couldn't be here. But thanks for joining us, Tom. Let's just go ahead and get into the swing of things. With our events, tonight is the last night to see Reformed, which is this play that's based on the stories of real American teachers. It'll be tonight at 7 p.m., and it's free to the public. I actually didn't know that it was free, and I'm a big theater guy, actually. I don't know if you could tell.
Big history buff.
But I really wish I would have gotten out there because I have stuff I gotta do tonight. Are you going?
I am not, unfortunately.
You're not a theater guy, Tom?
I'm not a theater guy. I'm a big laundry guy. That's on Sunday, my Thursday night. I think this is where Hannah's going tonight, though. This is her vacation. She's going to see a play.
Really? Is it really?
She might be. I don't know.
Well, we miss her. We miss her. You know, I love having you on, but, you know,
Yeah.
Hannah's the best,
Yeah.
so.
Don't go to me too fast.
Can't complain.
No, not at all. Okay. Also going on tonight at the Senate, Chris Lane. Tickets are sold out, 7:30. But one lucky fan was able to get them before they sold out, and that was our great producer, Phoebe Murray.
Oh, so she's going. Phoebe's going? Phoebe,
Yeah.
you're going? Oh, she says she is going. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I guess she's got the connects, got them before they sold out. I don't know. But
I don't even know who Chris Lane is. Who is that?
He's a country guy, Ward.
Oh, yeah, I don't listen to country music. That's why.
He's from South Carolina. Come
That
on.
makes sense. Yeah. That's probably going.
Well,
Great, Phoebe.
If you can't catch him, Sunday, Matt and Kim are going to be at the Senate. It's their 10th year anniversary celebration tour, 7 p.m. Catch that. Go to the Senate. It's a cool venue.
Matt and Kim. Who are Matt and Kim?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Who is that? Phoebe's giving us weird looks. I don't know who that is, but they'll be at the Senate, so like Tom said, definitely make sure you go out. But I will tell you what I'm really interested in. Russell House Movies is back this week with a movie I actually haven't seen, never even heard of it before, and it's weird because Octavia Spencer is in it. But apparently, everybody says it's really the movie to see. Ma with Octavia Spencer. It's a big horror movie, and if you're looking for somewhere to get spooked, Russell House Theater, 8 p.m. It'll be showing from Friday to Sunday. And of course, as always, it is free with your Carolina card. We're a big fan here on Carolina Calendar of Russell House movies. I don't know if you knew that, Tom. Will you be going to see Ma? Please say you are.
I'm not a horror movie guy, especially not after spooky season has concluded. I need The Grinch. I need Polar Express. I need the Christmas movies. It's that time of year. No. I'm over all that nonsense.
Well, Disney Plus is out now, so does Disney Plus not have like our movies on it? Is it just like a a Disney platform, like only Disney? I don't know, but this is something I might actually go see. I really like Octavia Spencer a lot, and apparently it's great, really spooky. Anyway, moving on. Next event on the list, Humans of Carolina, and it's with Alpha Epsilon Delta, and they're presenting a mental health awareness segment called You're Not Alone. It is this Monday from 7 to 9 p.m., and it's a conversation and Q&A about mental health here on campus, and some guest speakers are coming as well. The Holinsky family will be here, and the Honors College Dean, Steve Lynn, great guy, and it'll be in the J School Room 106. So, of course, mental health is a really big issue here on campus, and especially with the Holinskys and all of their publicity that they've gotten with this. And it's supposedly going to be a really great event. Some really big people coming.
Well, I don't know if you saw it on ESPN. The Holinsky E60 finally dropped. An hour-long documentary about the Holinsky family, Holinsky's hope, his journey.
Did you see it? Have you watched it?
I
heard about it, but I didn't know.
Watched it in its entirety. It's so well done. I mean, ESPN is starting to get knocked for their lack of journalism. When they do it, it's really well done.
That's good. That's good. Wow. ESPN and journalism. I didn't know those two things went together.
Less and less nowadays, but we're getting there. But keeping on the topic of sports, the football team is in Texas, College Station, this weekend to take on the Texas A&M Aggies.
Yes.
If you've been on campus, you know things haven't been going so hot for the football team.
No.
I think if you've been within a 20-mile radius of the campus, you know that people are not very happy with how the football team's doing. Games on SEC Network, so we're still getting some of that national attention. But we're 4-6. They're 6-3. How do you think that's going to go, Ward?
Well, I know we are the team of disappointments. I always try to predict that USC is going to win these games, but it just seems like every week is another letdown since Georgia. But they're 6-3 right now. What, we're 4-6?
4-6.
4-6. So I think I saw on ESPN we had a 20% chance of winning this game at this point or something like that.
I never look into FPI. We're 10.5 point underdogs, so.
That's just scary. Score prediction, Tom?
Listen, I think 10.5 is being kind of generous.
Really? You think you're going to? Oh, gosh.
I think it's a night game in College Station. The fans at Kyle Field, they turn up for night games. Yeah. It's going to get ugly. It's going to be over
Tom
by halftime.
is a huge USC fan, too, so we're going to say that we're going to lose by that much.
I stood by Bentley. I stood by Muschamp. I stand by all of them, but I think we're at the point in the year where we're just packing it in, getting ready for next season.
That's something. I don't even know. Honestly, I have no idea how good Texas A&M is. I've basically been boycotting this football season after the first few games that we lost.
Well, other sports are starting to pick up, so for all coverage of that, be sure to tune in to Cap City Sports and follow them on Twitter at CCS on SGTV.
Of course, as always. Also coming up right around the corner, Carolina Clemson Blood Drive is coming, and it's starting this Monday. And so with that in mind, after the break, we're going to hear from the president of the university's Blood Drive, Miles Keener. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Carolina Calendar. We are joined here with the president of the Carolina Clemson Blood Drive, Miles Keener. How are you doing today, Miles?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for joining us.
Always.
So we got a few questions for you.
Awesome.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, let's kick it off.
So tell us, how did you first get involved with the Blood Drive?
Yeah, so actually I grew up, donating blood was probably one of my bigger fears in life. Yeah, that accompanied with going to the doctor. I didn't like any of that. And in high school, if they had a blood drive at our school, I would get sick to my stomach just even looking at a bus. I don't know, there was just something about them taking a pint of blood that I just could not get over. And I'm on campus my freshman year walking during the Carolina Clemson Blood Drive, and there was just so many buses all over campus, and they were there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and finally I was like, I feel like it's time for me to get over this fear that's been haunting me all my life. And so I rallied a group of my friends together, and we all donated, and it ended up being an amazing experience. Just getting over that fear, and then knowing you're saving lives. It made it seem as if it was an organization I really wanted to be a part of. And so the following year, I became a committee member. Then the next year, I became vice president, and then now I'm currently the president of the organization. So it's been a fun 4 years, and it's probably one of my favorite weeks of the year. So I'm super pumped.
That is a crazy, crazy journey. I don't know of many people who get so excited about giving blood. I know I am terrified. So
exactly,
the fact that you're so excited about that is really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, what else we got?
Okay, so who does this blood actually go to? Who is it benefiting?
Yeah, so actually blood is the #1 prescribed medication in a hospital. So it's going to cancer victims, people with car accidents, people that need blood transfusions regularly, but primarily the people in this region. So South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, wherever the Red Cross is situated in this area. It's pretty regional, so it's pretty cool. I mean, I got a letter once that said that I was benefiting a cancer patient at some hospital in Georgia, so that was a pretty cool feeling.
That is crazy.
Definitely rewarding.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. All right, well, like I said, I'm terrified of giving blood. I'm always afraid that when I go in there, I'm just gonna walk out and pass out. My roommate last year gave blood, and then as he was leaving the blood bus, he fell backwards, passed out, and hit his head on the stairs and had to go to the hospital. So that's crazy. But I think what the whole problem or the whole issue was, like Tom was saying earlier, is that people are just not eating before giving blood. So what other things? I know that's one thing. What other things do you need to do before giving blood to make sure it's safe?
Just staying hydrated, obviously, because you're losing a lot of bodily fluids. If you're low on iron, I know a lot of people say they can't donate because of their low iron. So I guess maybe take some iron supplements or just eat some red meat. That's always pretty high in iron. And like I said, I think just trying not to be anxious, that kind of just helps you relax, and I think it makes the whole process just go more smooth. Because at the end of the day, it's really not that bad. But I totally feel the fear because that's how I was my freshman year.
I don't know if it's possible for me not to feel anxious about things like this. I'm just terrified, but that makes sense, I guess.
So for the people that are deciding that they're going to face their fear give blood, face the needle, how can they set up an appointment?
Yeah, so you can either download the Red Cross Blood Donor app or go to AmericanRedCrossBlood.org, and then you hit make an appointment. And then on the sponsor code for both the website and the app, you type in Gamecocks, and then it'll list all of the locations and times, and that's when you can schedule an appointment. And the first 1,000 people that schedule appointments get hoodies, which is new this year, which is awesome.
Wow.
And obviously, just if you schedule an appointment, that's going to speed up the wait time, because that's always an issue too for people donating. So that's what I'm pretty excited about this year.
Okay, good to
Wow,
hear.
that's great. All right, well, last thing. This is the one thing everybody wants to know. Is it true that donating a pint of blood can save 3 lives?
Yes,
Is it true?
It does. Your whole blood has platelets, red blood cells, and plasma. So each of those things are needed by 3 different individuals. So someone's getting one of those things. So that's what's an awesome feeling is you are just by dealing with a little needle in your arm, you are saving 3 lives, which is awesome.
Wow, that's great. Most people just think, donating blood, whatever, but you could save 3 lives. That's really
awesome.
great. Well, yeah, thank you so much for joining us
thank
here
you.
today, Miles. It's been a pleasure telling us a lot about this blood drive.
Awesome.
A lot of the process I didn't know about. They're giving out hoodies now, which is great. And also the blood drive will run this Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And for more information, follow the U of SC Blood Drive on Instagram or Facebook. And you can sign up to donate so we can beat Clemson this year too. So that's a
Yes.
big issue.
Let's go. We got
It's,
Always good to beat
maybe we
Clemson.
can finally beat Clemson in something, right?
Beat them in something,
We can,
anything.
yeah. We got
but
it.
again, thank you so much, Miles, for coming.
Thank you.
All right, thank you again. That's all we have for you guys today. I'm Tom Santaniello.
And I'm Jolles. Stay cocky, Carolina, and remember, go out and donate blood.